Did you ever stop and wonder what it really means to take perfect care of yourself in old age? Not just getting by or surviving each day, but truly living with strength, clarity, and peace of mind. For many older adults in America, the idea of self-care gets harder with age. The body slows down. Routines get disrupted. Energy is not what it used to be. Sometimes you wake up stiff. Sometimes the day feels longer than it should. But here is the truth. Real well-being in your later years does not come from complicated routines. It does not require expensive gyms or miracle solutions. It comes from small, essential habits. Done consistently. Done with love. Done with the intention to live well, not just to survive. In this video, we are going to explore 7 essential tips that can help you care for yourself perfectly as you grow older. These are not random suggestions. They are time-tested practices. Habits that some of the most vibrant, healthy seniors rely on every day. We will talk about how you move, how you eat, how you sleep, how you watch over your emotions, how you present yourself to the world, how you keep your mind alive, and how you ask for help when you need it. By the end, you will see that perfect self-care in old age is not about doing everything. It is about doing the right things. The things that give you dignity. The things that bring strength. The things that create joy each and every day. Let us begin. Number 1. Daily physical movement. One of the most essential habits of self-care is simple. Keep moving. Every single day. That does not mean you need to power walk 5 miles or spend hours in a gym. It does not mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It means making movement a non-negotiable part of your life. Movement that fits your body. Movement that matches your energy level. Movement that supports your lifestyle right now. For many seniors, it can be as simple as taking a slow walk around the block. It can be light stretches before breakfast. It can be balance practice in the living room, using a sturdy chair for support. It is not the intensity that matters. It is the consistency. Here is something many people forget. When you stop moving, everything else starts to decline. Muscles weaken faster than you think. Joints stiffen. Circulation slows down. Even digestion and mood are affected. But when you keep moving, you are sending a message to your body. You are saying, we are still in this. You are keeping the blood flowing. You are keeping the muscles active. You are keeping the nervous system responsive. Over time, that commitment adds up. It adds up in powerful, life-changing ways. Let me share a story. George is 79 years old. He lives in a small town in Ohio. He is a retired high school history teacher. For decades, he stood in classrooms, walked the hallways, and moved without thinking twice. But when he retired, the movement stopped. He no longer had to walk across campus. He no longer had to stand in front of students. And slowly, his days grew still. At first, George did not notice. But then he realized something was off. His back ached more. His balance felt shaky. His mood dipped. One morning, after struggling to get up from his favorite chair, he said to himself, I have to do something. So he started small. Every morning, rain or shine, George walks to the end of his block and back before breakfast. That is it. No fancy fitness plan. No stopwatch, just a steady walk. He says he is not trying to lose weight or train for anything. He just enjoys the rhythm of his steps. He enjoys the quiet. He enjoys the way his neighbors wave when they see him. That short walk sets the tone for his entire day. And George will tell you this. The day I stop moving is the day I stop living. That is the mindset. That is the wisdom. In America, many seniors find ways to build movement into daily routines. Some join senior walking groups at the local YMCA. Others take gentle yoga classes at the community recreation center. Some walk laps inside shopping malls when the weather is bad. Others simply play with their grandkids in the yard. It does not matter how you do it. What matters is that you do it every day. Here is what science tells us. Even 3 minutes of light movement every half hour can reduce the risk of early death by more than 30%. That is not theory. That is research. Standing up to stretch, walking across the room, reaching for something on a shelf. These moments matter. They protect your body. They sharpen your mind. They even lift your spirit. The danger comes when we accept the idea that slowing down is normal. Yes, it is natural to move a little slower at 70 than at 40. But inactivity is not natural. Inactivity is not aging. Inactivity is surrender. And when you surrender your movement, you begin to surrender your independence. That is why daily movement is more than just exercise. It is freedom. It is confidence. It is dignity. So here is my encouragement to you. If you already have a movement habit, celebrate it. Keep it alive. If you do not, start today. Stand up during commercials. Stretch while your coffee brews. Walk one lap around the garden. Do not think small steps do not matter. They matter more than you realize. Because those small steps add up to big victories. Victories that protect your independence. Victories that keep you steady. Victories that remind your body and mind that life is still worth engaging in. When you move, you do more than keep muscles strong. You keep your story alive. You stay present. You stay connected. You stay here, longer, stronger, and better. So, number 1 is simple. Move daily. However you can. Wherever you are. Because the moment you stop moving, your body starts writing a different ending to your story. And you deserve to write that story yourself. Number 2, a simple, nourishing eating routine. Number 2, a simple, nourishing eating routine. When it comes to self-care in old age, food is not just fuel. It is comfort. It is energy. It is stability. It is one of the most powerful tools you have to care for your body and your spirit. Too many diets promise miracles, more energy, fewer wrinkles, faster weight loss. But let us be honest, at 70 or 80, the goal is not to look like you are 20 again. The goal is to feel steady, to feel comfortable in your own skin, to have enough energy to live your day without crashing halfway through. That is why a simple, nourishing eating routine is so essential. It does not need to be complicated. It does not need to be expensive. In fact, the simplest meals are often the ones that serve you best. Think about it. Fresh vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like chicken, fish, or beans, healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocado, and water. Plenty of water. When you build your meals around whole, recognizable foods, you give your body the tools it needs to function. No guessing, no chasing the next diet trend. Just eating what is real, eating what works. Why simplicity matters. Here is something many seniors forget. As you age, your digestive system changes. The gut slows down. The natural sense of thirst fades. Heavy, greasy meals that once sat fine in your stomach may now leave you uncomfortable. That is why keeping meals simple and predictable can help so much. When your body knows what to expect, it digests better. You feel lighter. You feel calmer. You avoid those sudden waves of bloating or fatigue. Hydration is part of this. Too many older adults do not drink enough water. Not because they do not want to, but because they do not feel thirsty. But dehydration in seniors is dangerous. It can cause dizziness, confusion, even falls. It can also make joints stiff, skin dry, and memory weaker. That is why one of the smartest things you can do is create a small hydration routine. A glass of water with every meal. Herbal tea in the afternoon. Maybe lemon water in the morning. These habits may seem small, but they keep your body steady. They keep your mind clear. The story of Mary. Let me tell you about Mary. She is 80 years old and lives in Oklahoma. Mary does not follow a complicated diet. She does not count calories or read labels for hours. Instead, she eats the same breakfast every morning: oatmeal with blueberries, 1 boiled egg, and warm lemon water. She calls it her anchor meal. It grounds her. It keeps her digestion smooth. It gives her steady energy. She says it might sound boring to others, but for her, it is peace. And that is the point. A nourishing eating routine does not have to impress anyone else. It just has to work for you. Mary says she loves the predictability. She wakes up knowing what breakfast will be. She never has to wonder. She never has to stress. That small routine frees up mental space. It gives her a sense of order. It makes her mornings calmer. And here is the best part. Her doctor says her numbers look great. Blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, all steady. Not because she follows a strict diet, but because she keeps it simple and consistent. The hidden gift of routine. There is a hidden gift in eating simply. It creates peace around food. You no longer see meals as a battle. You no longer ask yourself 1,000 questions. What should I eat? What will this do to me? Will this upset my stomach? Instead, you know what works. You eat it, you enjoy it. You move on with your day. That peace of mind is worth more than any diet trend. And here is something even deeper. Eating well is a form of self-respect. When you choose whole foods, when you hydrate, when you make meals that truly nourish you, you are sending yourself a message. I still matter. My body still deserves care. That belief carries you through more than just meals. It shapes how you carry yourself, how you face the day, how you treat your health in every other area. Practical tips for seniors. If you are wondering how to make this real in your life, here are a few simple steps. Build your plate around whole foods you recognize. Keep meals predictable, especially breakfast and lunch. Drink water with every meal, even if you are not thirsty. Keep healthy snacks on hand, like apples, almonds, or yogurt. Allow yourself treats, but keep them occasional. This is not about perfection. It is about consistency. It is about choosing foods that keep you steady and strong. Why it matters for the long run. Here is what many do not realize. A nourishing eating routine does not just affect today. It shapes your future. When your body gets steady nutrition, it protects your heart. It strengthens your bones. It keeps your brain sharp. It even lowers your risk of falls by keeping muscles fueled and ready. That means more independence, more clarity, more peace of mind. Food is not just food. It is your medicine. It is your fuel. It is your ally in living a longer, better life. So, number 2 is simple but powerful. Eat in a way that nourishes. Keep it simple. Keep it steady. Keep it yours. Because in old age, self-care is not about restriction or rules. It is about routines that bring peace. Routines that bring comfort. Routines that remind you every single day, you still matter, and your body still deserves care. Number 3, a regular sleep schedule. Number 3, a regular sleep schedule. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is repair. Sleep is medicine. And as you grow older, it becomes one of the most important parts of perfect self-care. When you were younger, you could stay up late, wake up early, and still push through the day. But after 60 or 70, the body demands more respect. Sleep becomes fragile. It takes more intention. And when you honor it, you notice the difference everywhere. Your mood, your memory, your energy. Why a schedule matters. Here is the truth. It is not about sleeping longer. It is about sleeping better. Your body loves rhythm. It loves routine. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, you train your brain to expect rest. You align your natural circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. That rhythm controls so much more than sleep. It affects hormones, digestion, immune strength, even how sharp your mind feels. Seniors who keep a steady schedule often say they feel clearer in the morning, calmer in the evening, and steadier all day long. Without a routine, sleep becomes scattered. You toss, you turn, you wake up at random hours. You drift through the day groggy and unfocused. And over time, that lack of rhythm chips away at your independence. The story of Gerald. Let me share Gerald's story. Gerald is 79 years old. He lives in New Hampshire. For years, he stayed up late watching the news. He would fall asleep in the chair, wake up around midnight, stumble to bed, then sleep in the next morning. He thought it was normal. He told himself, that is just old age. But he never felt rested. His mind felt dull, his mornings felt heavy. One day, his doctor suggested a change. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every morning. No matter what. So Gerald tried. He set a new routine: bed at 9:30, wake at 6 o'clock. At first it was hard. He lay awake some nights. He wanted to sleep in. But he stayed with it. Within a week, something shifted. He woke with more energy. He felt sharper. He said, "At nearly 80, I feel more rested than I did in my 60s. That is the power of a regular sleep schedule. How to make it work? So how do you build this habit for yourself? Start simple. Choose a bedtime. Choose a wake time. Stick to it, even on weekends. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Turn off screens, no television, no phone. Do something calming. Read, pray, stretch. Sip warm tea, keep your evenings light. Avoid heavy meals late at night. Avoid caffeine after the morning. During the day, help your body set its rhythm. Step outside in the morning sun. Move your body, keep naps short and early. These small habits tell your brain, this is day, this is night. They restore the natural rhythm your body craves. The hidden gift of good sleep. Here is what many seniors discover. A regular sleep schedule does more than give rest. It gives peace. It anchors your day. It creates structure in a world that can feel unpredictable. It lowers anxiety. It makes mornings smoother and evenings calmer. And sleep itself heals. While you sleep, your brain clears toxins. Your body repairs tissues. Your memory organizes. Your mood resets. That is why good sleep is linked to lower risk of dementia, heart disease, and depression. Poor sleep, on the other hand, weakens the immune system. It raises stress. It makes falls more likely. It drains joy from daily life. So when you protect your sleep, you are not just protecting your night. You are protecting your future. The story of Ruth. Ruth is 81. She lives in California. For years, she said she was a night owl. She stayed up past midnight, scrolling her tablet, watching shows, snacking. She thought it was harmless, but her energy crashed. She felt moody. She forgot things. She tripped more often. Her daughter convinced her to reset. Ruth created a bedtime ritual. She turns off her tablet at 8:30. She makes chamomile tea. She writes 3 things she is grateful for. By 9:30, she is in bed. Now, she wakes up at 6 o'clock with the sun. She says, "I feel like myself again. I even laugh more." Her secret was not a pill. It was rhythm. It was respect for sleep.
Practical tips you can start today: pick a bedtime and stick to it. Turn off screens 1 hour before bed. Make the room dark, quiet, and cool. Try calming routines, reading, prayer, light stretching. Get morning sunlight. Keep naps short and early. These are not tricks. They are anchors. They are signals to your body: it is time to rest, it is time to rise. Final thoughts on sleep. So, number 3 is simple but powerful. Keep a regular sleep schedule. It will not always be perfect. Some nights you may still wake. Some mornings you may still feel tired. That is normal. What matters is the rhythm. When you honor that rhythm, you honor yourself. You give your body and mind the chance to heal. You build peace into your days. You remind yourself every night and every morning, you still matter, and you still deserve rest. Number 4, monitoring your emotional well-being. Number 4, monitoring your emotional well-being. When people think about self-care in old age, they usually picture medicine bottles, doctor visits, and physical exercise. But here is the truth: your emotional health is just as important, maybe even more important. How you feel on the inside shapes everything. It shapes your sleep, your energy, your appetite, even how your body heals. If your heart feels heavy, your body follows. If your mind feels calm, your body finds strength. That is why paying attention to your emotional well-being is not optional. It is essential. Why emotions matter. Let us be honest. Growing older comes with challenges. Friends move away. Loved ones pass on. Families get busy. Your body slows down. It is easy to feel left behind. It is easy to let sadness, worry, or loneliness creep in. But here is the good news. You have more control than you think. When you pause and ask yourself, how am I really feeling today? You give yourself power. You shine a light on the feelings instead of letting them grow in the dark. Emotional health is not about pretending everything is fine. It is about noticing what is real. It is about holding space for joy, for grief, for hope, for fear. All of it belongs. The story of Sandra. Sandra is 82. She lives in Georgia. Every morning, she asks herself one simple question: what am I feeling today? She writes the answer in a small notebook. Sometimes it is one word, tired. Other days it is longer, hopeful but missing my sister. Sandra says that just writing it down makes her feel lighter. More grounded. More in control. It is not therapy. It is self-awareness. It is her way of checking in with her own heart. And because she does this every day, she has built a habit of honesty with herself. She does not push feelings away. She listens. And in listening, she finds peace. The cost of ignoring emotions. Too many seniors push emotions aside. They say, I am fine, even when they are not. They stay busy with television or chores instead of facing what is inside. But ignoring feelings comes with a cost. Suppressed emotions can show up in the body as headaches, tight muscles, poor sleep. They can show up in the mind as irritability, forgetfulness, or fatigue. Worse, ignored feelings can slowly lead to isolation. You stop reaching out. You stop sharing. You shrink inside. That is not aging. That is shutting down. And it does not have to be this way. Small habits that help. Monitoring your emotional well-being does not mean you need long therapy sessions. It can be simple. Write down your feelings in a notebook. Call someone you trust, even for 5 minutes. Listen to music that matches your mood, then let it shift. Pray. Meditate. Breathe deeply. Spend time in nature. Sit in the sun. Walk slowly through the garden. These small acts open your heart. They help you process emotions instead of ignoring them. They keep your spirit alive. The story of James. James is 76. He lost his wife 3 years ago. For months, he stayed silent. He told people, I am okay. But inside, he felt numb. One day, his granddaughter gave him a simple gift, a set of watercolor paints. She said, Grandpa, will you paint with me? At first, James laughed. He said, I am no artist. But he tried. Week after week, they painted together. James began to notice something. The sadness poured out onto the page. The colors gave his grief a voice. Slowly, he felt lighter. James says, it was not about the paintings. It was about letting myself feel again. That is emotional self-care. Finding ways to express what is inside so it does not stay locked away. Asking for help is wisdom. Sometimes emotional care also means asking for help. Maybe from a counselor. Maybe from a pastor. Maybe from a support group or a trusted friend. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. It is knowing your emotional health is worth protecting. Research shows that seniors with strong emotional health recover faster from illness, sleep better, and feel more satisfied with life. Even when physical health declines, emotional strength carries them through. The hidden gift of emotional care here is the beautiful part. When you monitor your emotional well-being, you do not just help yourself. You invite others in. When people sense that you are open, alive, and real, they connect more deeply. They share their own feelings. They trust you more. Emotional care builds bridges. It keeps you connected. And connection, as we know, is life itself. Practical reminders: check in with yourself daily. Ask, how am I really feeling? Write or speak those feelings. Create quiet routines that calm you. Allow yourself to grieve, laugh, cry, and hope. Reach out when you need support. These are not luxuries. These are lifelines. Final thoughts on emotional well-being. So, number 4 is this: monitor your emotional well-being. Because self-care is not just about your body. It is about your heart. It is about your spirit. When your emotions are steady, life feels lighter. Challenges feel smaller. Joy feels closer. And every day, when you care for your inner world, you remind yourself of something vital: you are still alive inside. You still matter. And your heart still deserves peace. Number 5, maintaining hygiene and grooming habits. Number 5, maintaining hygiene and grooming habits. When most people think about self-care, they picture exercise, diet, or medications. But there is another layer, one that often gets overlooked: how you care for your appearance. Hygiene and grooming may sound simple, almost trivial. But in reality, they carry deep meaning. They are not about vanity. They are about dignity. They are about self-respect. Why hygiene matters. As we grow older, it can feel tempting to let routines slide. Maybe bathing feels harder, shaving takes more energy, or fixing your hair feels unnecessary if you are not leaving the house. But here is the truth: how you present yourself to the world changes how you feel about yourself. When you stay clean, wear neat clothes, and look in the mirror with pride, you send a quiet message to yourself: I still matter. I still belong. I am still here. That message builds confidence. It lifts your mood. It tells others that you are alert, engaged, and worthy of respect. The story of Roy. Roy is 76. He lives in Michigan. For over 40 years, he has started his mornings the same way: he shaves, combs his hair, and puts on a button-down shirt. Even after retirement. Even on days he does not see anyone. Roy says, "When I skip it, I feel sluggish. But when I take 10 minutes to care for myself, the whole day feels brighter." It is not about impressing anyone. It is about reminding himself that he is still showing up for life. The link between hygiene and dignity. Good hygiene protects more than your appearance. It protects your health. Regular bathing reduces infections. Brushing teeth prevents pain and disease. Clean clothes keep skin healthier. But beyond the medical benefits, there is a deeper layer: dignity. Think about it. When you meet someone who smells fresh, who is neatly dressed, who takes care of themselves, you feel respect for them. And when you do that for yourself, you feel that respect inside too. You carry yourself taller. You speak with more confidence. This is why hygiene is not shallow. It is soulful. The challenges of aging. Of course, grooming can become harder with age. Maybe arthritis makes it difficult to button shirts. Maybe balance issues make showering tricky. This does not mean giving up. It means finding solutions. Some seniors install grab bars in the bathroom. Some switch to electric razors. Some ask for gentle help from family or caregivers. These adaptations are not signs of weakness. They are signs of wisdom. They say, "I value my dignity enough to find a way." The story of Helen. Helen is 81. She loved wearing bright scarves, but after her arthritis worsened, tying them became painful. Instead of giving up, she found scarves with magnetic clips. Now, she wears one every Sunday to church. She says, "When I wear color, I feel alive. It makes me want to smile." Helen's story reminds us, small adjustments keep traditions alive. Grooming is not about looking younger. It is about feeling like yourself. The social impact. Here is something many people forget: others respond to how you present yourself. Seniors who keep up their hygiene often notice they are treated with more respect in public. A fresh haircut, neat clothes, or polished shoes send a silent signal: I still care. I still matter. This is powerful. It keeps you from becoming invisible in a world that sometimes overlooks older adults. And it deepens connection. Friends, neighbors, even strangers respond warmly when they see someone carrying themselves with pride. The emotional lift. Hygiene can also lift your mood. A warm shower can wash away not just dirt but sadness. A haircut can feel like a fresh start. Putting on a favorite sweater can comfort your spirit. These small rituals are acts of love. Love for the person in the mirror. And when you show yourself that love, your confidence grows. Your spirit softens. You carry more peace into every room you enter. Practical reminders. Here are simple ways to keep hygiene and grooming habits strong in later years. Take regular showers or baths, even if shorter. Brush teeth twice a day. Keep nails trimmed and clean. Wear fresh, comfortable clothes daily. Choose small grooming rituals you enjoy, shaving, hairstyling, or a splash of cologne. These little acts are not chores. They are daily victories. The story of Gloria. Gloria is 79. She lives alone in Texas. After her husband passed, she slipped into sadness. Some days, she stayed in pajamas until dinner. One morning, she forced herself to put on lipstick, something she had not done in months. She said, "When I saw my reflection, I felt like I had come back to myself." That one act became a habit. Now, every morning, she puts on lipstick, even if she has no visitors. She calls it her hello to the world. Gloria's ritual may sound small, but it gave her back her confidence. That is the quiet power of grooming. Final thoughts on hygiene. So, number 5 is this: maintain hygiene and grooming habits. Not for vanity. Not for show. But for dignity, self-respect, and emotional strength. Because when you care for your appearance, you care for your soul. You remind yourself, and everyone around you, that growing older does not mean fading away. It means showing up fully, with pride, with confidence, with love. Every shower. Every shave. Every clean shirt. These are not small routines. They are acts of resilience. And they whisper to the world, I am still here. I still matter. Number 7, and final thoughts. Number 6, stimulating your mind every day. Your body needs movement, but so does your brain. Many people believe aging automatically brings mental decline. But that is not the full truth. Yes, memory may slow. Yes, focus may shift. But your brain, like your muscles, thrives when it is used. The secret is not luck. It is intention. The story of Lillian. Lillian is 75. She is a retired schoolteacher in Maine. Every morning, she spends 30 minutes translating her old journals from French to English. At first, she thought it was just a hobby. But soon, she realized it was much more. Her vocabulary stayed sharp. Her memory improved. Her heart felt connected to the younger woman she once was. Lillian says, "It makes me feel alive again. Like my mind still has a job to do." That is the power of daily mental stimulation. Everyday brain exercise. You do not need to solve advanced math problems. You do not need to go back to school. Brain exercise can be woven into ordinary life. Read a chapter of a book. Do a crossword puzzle. Write a letter to a friend. Watch a documentary and reflect on it. Try a new recipe. Learn how to use a new device. Each small challenge keeps your brain flexible. It strengthens your memory. It keeps you alert and engaged. Why it matters: when your mind is active, your spirit feels engaged. You carry a sense of purpose. You wake up with curiosity instead of boredom. Research shows seniors who stimulate their minds regularly are less likely to develop depression and more likely to stay independent. In short, curiosity keeps you young. So, number 6 is this: stimulate your mind every day. Stay curious. Stay engaged. Remind your brain it still has plenty of life left. Number 7, asking for help without shame. This one may be the hardest. Because independence is a value we hold dear. Especially in America, independence feels like identity. But here is the truth: self-care in old age does not mean doing everything alone. It means knowing your limits. It means choosing wisely when to lean on others. The story of Calvin. Calvin is 84. He lives in Nevada. For years, he insisted on doing all his yard work alone. It made him feel strong. Until one day, he pulled a heavy garbage bin and strained his back. That fall scared him. After that, he asked his grandson to come by once a week to help. At first, it felt strange. But over time, those afternoons became special. They shared stories, laughter, even inside jokes. Calvin says, "I thought asking for help would make me feel weak. Instead, it made me feel stronger. I gained a partner." Why asking for help is strength? Asking for help is not failure. It is wisdom. It means you are aware of your limits. It means you care about your safety. It means you are protecting your dignity, not risking it. And here is the secret: people want to help. When you allow them in, you give them a chance to show love, loyalty, and respect. Help does not take away your independence. It expands it. It allows you to focus your energy on what matters most. So, number 7 is this: ask for help without shame. You do not have to do everything alone. Final thoughts. We have now looked at 7 essential tips for taking perfect care of yourself in old age. Number 1, daily physical movement. Number 2, a simple nourishing eating routine. Number 3, a regular sleep schedule. Number 4, monitoring your emotional well-being. Number 5, maintaining hygiene and grooming habits. Number 6, stimulating your mind every day. Number 7, asking for help without shame. These are not complicated. They do not require expensive tools or big changes. They are small, steady choices. Choices that build dignity, strength, and peace. The deeper truth. Perfect self-care is not about being perfect. It is about honoring yourself. It is about waking up each morning and saying, I still matter. My presence still brings value. My time still has meaning. Because it does. And when you practice these habits, day after day, you are not just surviving. You are thriving. You are showing your family, your friends, and even strangers what aging with wisdom looks like. A gentle challenge. So let me ask you, which of these 7 tips will you start with today? Will you take a short walk after breakfast? Will you drink a glass of water with every meal? Will you set a bedtime and stick to it? Will you write your feelings in a notebook? Will you shave, dress, or comb your hair with intention? Will you pick up a puzzle or a book to stretch your mind? Or will you ask someone for help and allow them to love you through it? Start with 1. Let it grow. Small habits become big transformations. Closing words. Taking perfect care of yourself in old age is not selfish. It is generous. Because when you care for yourself, you bring more love, more peace, and more strength to everyone around you. You are still here. You still matter. And the way you care for yourself today will shape the life you live tomorrow. So, choose wisely. Choose gently. Choose love.